Alright everybody, today's the day, very exciting, Xbox Series X. Here is the retail version, day one. I was the first in the store. I felt really bad for the poor kid in front of me. There's one kid in front of me and he was standing there, doors were opening, he's like, yes, time to pick it up. Walks in the door, guy says, what's your name? He's like, uh-oh, and his name wasn't on the list. That poor kid was devastated. Anyways, I got mine and I was the first there. As we walked up to the back without handing him out, the chick that was taking me up said, you know, got our first Xbox pickup, so that was felt pretty special. Anyway, here it is. Here's the retail box. I'm sure there's probably a lot of you have already seen this, but I can, you know, at least this can confirm exactly what the retail box looks like. Yeah, see if you can see that in the shot, but you know, all the stuff they've been touting before, 4K 120 frames. We'll see if it actually gets anywhere near that on some games. I have no idea. I don't have a TV that'll run much past 100 Hertz anyway. It's a 200 Hertz motion flow Samsung, so from reading online, I think that equates to about 100 Hertz. It'll definitely do 60 FPS, 4K no problem. So hey, I'll be happy with that for the meantime until the price of 120 Hertz TVs comes down. Velocity architecture, we'll see how quickly things actually load in real time, and 1TB SSD. I didn't get the expandable yet. I figure I can always buy that later. We'll see how we go. Variable refresh rate. I would love to have a screen on TV that can that's compatible with that later on. But yeah, wait till they come down in price. And yeah, let's open them up and have a look. With the kit today, I've got Game Pass. I wasn't too worried about games, but I did pick up Valhalla, so I reckon that'll be a good showcase. One tip out there, I'm also getting the PlayStation, but 5. But one tip out there for you guys that might still be on the fence, guys and girls. Xbox games haven't gone up in price, I guess because they're what do they call it? Smart delivery. So it's still the same price as an Xbox One game. It's $69 for this, whereas I think on PS5 it was $99 or something like that. Also got the Play and Charge kit, $30. Thought, you know, small price to pay for convenience. Also, listening to some podcasts, the Kind of Funny Xcast, the Gary Witter on there was saying that apparently these things don't come with a USB-C cable. Not an issue, I've got plenty of them, but something to consider. Anyway, very excited. Let's open her up and have a look. I'm wondering, I actually did take annual leave, as you probably see it flashing up on my watch that I've got annual leave booked just for the Xbox and the PS5 as well. Wow, this is really interesting. They've made it pretty easy to take the tape off here. I haven't seen any unboxings. I purposely I stayed away from them. I didn't want any spoilers, so it was hard to do because I sort of wanted to hear news, but also didn't want to spoil it for myself. So, and what a shame that Halo is being delayed. But you know what? Better for them to get it done right. Do it once, do it right, instead of you know, instead of putting out a game that's not up to their standards. So, I'm really keen to see what Gears 6. Whatever the latest Gears of War game is. I actually I got it on Game Pass, but I haven't got much past the first level. I just got distracted by other games and got to the point where I thought, you know what, I'm just going to wait for the Xbox Series X to come out because I reckon it'll look 10 times better on that, or at least run 10 times better. So that's going to be one of the games I'll be playing. Alright. Check that out. How are your dreams, eh? Pretty close. Oh, that is phenomenal. Alright, let's see what we got. It's obviously it's so nicely wrapped. It defeats the purpose, but a part of me is like, do I want to take it out? Alright, we'll get into that. It's obviously an accessories box. We'll get into that in a minute. take it out in a way that gives you guys a really good look. Wow, that's got some weight to it, man. That feels premium. That's heavier than I thought. It's also actually, if I'm being honest, I know that they have said this a lot on the internet, but you know, on the reviews, but it's not as big as I thought it would be. I'm not really looking forward to the size of the PlayStation, because I've heard that thing will be a big girl, I'm hearing, but yeah. Anyway, it just looks like I don't know, instructions on how to launch it. I've heard that's pretty straightforward too if you've got the Xbox app to transfer your stuff from the series. I've got a 1S, so yeah, going, you know, from the best to the best, I guess. Now, this video, I've got to admit, this is as much for me as it is for anyone else out there that wants to watch it, because you only get to do this, what, once every between 5 and 7 years as a new console. You know, I guess they might do a 3.5 if they do a Series X S. I don't know, whatever they call it. This is the next one that's just a little bit powerful, but more powerful, but same thing. Oh man, this stuff, even the wrapping feels premium. They've done a really good job this time around, Microsoft. I mean, I'm so much happier with this than when I unboxed the original Xbox One. I mean, that, let's be honest, I mean, that was a bit of a disaster of a console. I'm so happy they fixed it with the 1S. Oh wow, look at that. That is just, man, I'm a big 2001: A Space Odyssey fan. Love the book, love the movie, and this just looks like the monolith, doesn't it? You don't know what I'm talking about, Google it, folks. Oh, right. Wow, I'll do some shots. Oh wow, that paint effect, I don't know if you can see that in the camera. That's actually really cool. I'm more impressed with that than I thought I would be. It's on the front there, USB Type A. Looks like we've got a sync button, the power button up the top, the disk drive. That's the weird feet on the corner. Ports at the back. 2 USB Type A's, Ethernet, looks like the storage expansion, HDMI out, power. One of those lock things, I guess, if you, I don't know, if you might have this thing. They've got an Xbox logo there. And that weird round base that everyone's talking about. Alright. And that is just, oh, wow, I hope, oh, we'll see how that fits in my console. Oh, I've got a pretty good sort of amount of space there, so let's see how it fits in. Sorry, not console, entertainment. Alright, so let's see what's in here. This is just going to be power cables and shit, I mean. HDMI, ultra high speed, great, that'll be getting plugged in. Even though my TV doesn't have HDMI 2.1, I at least want to make sure that she'll go as fast as it can support. So if that's 4K 60, 4K 60, that's better than nothing. Power cable, which I won't need to use because that looks like I won't need to rerun. I mean, that looks to be exactly the same type as the 1S. Now, this is what I've been pretty keen to get my hands on. I don't own an Xbox Elite controller, so I was waiting for this one. I own third-party controllers for my PlayStation 4 Pro. Let me get here. And I'll show you, oops, up the camera. Like, I know that I bought the plain charge kit with the rechargeable battery there, but there's got to be a reason that they're using AA's, because I just don't know, maybe for ease of use in, you know, other countries around the place, or make them easier to change. That has a share button, or whatever the Xbox is calling it. That has a really, those buttons are the same, but this, it's got a really nice feel to it, and the texture of the grip, it's just a bit more texture to it. Feels great. Alright, awesome. See if there's anything else in here. Let's see. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I wasn't expecting much more, if I'm being honest. But, alright, and if anyone's interested, I will open this thing up just to, they've done a really good job this time around with their the way they've taped all their stuff up. Wow, that battery's tiny. Check that out. Yeah, that's really quite small. I'll post in the comments how long that actually lasts, because I'd be pretty keen to say. I mean, it's not an issue to plug the controller in to charge it after a game session, but it'd be nice if it lasted a good 10 hours or something. That's the cable. That's got a nice premium feel to it. I mean, it's just a USB-C cable. It's nothing too special, but it does feel nice. You know, you can tell the difference between a cheap Amazon or eBay cable versus a good one, and just instruction manuals. It's pretty standard. Valhalla. Yeah. Oop. No, it's okay there for me to hide. Yeah. Cool. That's what the new games look like. Wait, is that even in shot? Yeah, they're just... same thing, I guess, really. Anyway, cool. Alright, just a quick one, guys. I just pulled this out of the entertainment unit just as a size comparison. There's plenty of these around. It probably doesn't help that I got it on a dark background, so it's probably pretty hard to see the scale, but you know, it's... oh man, look, it's definitely bigger, but it's not like... it's not outrageous. In fact, you know, they're about the same length. You just got a bit more girth to it. Yeah. There you go.